Hey, hope all is well. Feel free to share this live with your friends, your loved ones. Good to see you. Yes, so basically this live, I've been doing these soul food sessions, especially when I feel guided to come on here and basically give you like what you need. So it's all about ministering to the soul. It's all about what the collective needs to hear right now, amid all of the distractions, amid all of the noise, amidst all of that, right? Um, in the energy that I'm actually assessing, there is a quietness, even with all of the confusion and all of the distractions that are out there. There is like a peace and there's a stillness if you really decide to turn inward, even with all that is going on. And there are so many things that we can pay attention to and we need to be aware of course, especially when it comes to our surroundings and our safety and all of that. But this is also a perfect time to finally transcend and finally like connect with our true nature, with our true self. Because right now, a lot of people are high in their emotions. You may hear, noise in the background as far as people really being active in their emotions. There's a lot of instability within people because they're scared. And this is a perfect time to recognize those triggers and allow those things to come up to the surface and deal with those once and for all. But some people don't recognize that, and in turn find themselves going into another cycle of trauma and being triggered and really not giving themselves a chance to actually cycle out of some things that they need to, especially the things that no longer serve them. But from what I'm gathering as far as this energy, it's welcoming you to actually shift your attention and your focus and look inward and see that you have everything that you need, and to release the things so that you can free up space within your memory, within your energy, and allow what needs to come in to fully come in, so that you will have the confidence and the boldness to know what moves to make and trust yourself as far as those intuitive downloads and messages. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not the only one that can actually receive these messages. You can too. Mine may be a little bit more detailed in a lot of ways, but when it boils down to it, all of us have an intuition that we can tap into at any given moment, at any given time. But a lot of us, we get so distracted and allow things from the outside to really throw us off on the inside. Okay? So it's a perfect time for you to get grounded within yourself. We're going to have a solar eclipse, I believe, in Libra. So that energy is not only recognizing to, recalibrate ourselves as far as our relationships, but our relationships with ourselves. Okay? Because basically this true energy of ours, our true self, wants to radiate, wants to come through during this time, so that we can maneuver as we should as far as this final destination that we're heading into. So this is not a time to be fearful, even though there are a lot of things that are going on affecting our family and our friends. It should be a time where we can be motivated to know, like, y'all trying to get us distracted and get us in a fear state so that we will look to you all for guidance and assistance, when in actuality we shouldn't. We should be looking inward, because they know we are living a human experience, and we're so sometimes connected or attached to that human experience that we don't want to let go. And we're so connected to our materials, we're so connected to our things and people, that we're not seeing that this is actually the perfect time for you to be free. This is actually a perfect time to disconnect from the systems that are here to make us, in a sense, beholding to that energy, in a sense, weak, when actually we're very strong, we're very resilient. And I think this will be great for us to really tap in and connect. We see our higher selves as not ourselves. We see it somewhere up there, just like our energy and our connection with God and Source. But in actuality, all of it is within. And so with this energy, I'm seeing that higher self that we always call out and I want to identify and strive towards is actually our true nature, our true selves. And what we are experiencing are basically experiences that have grown on us as attachments, and we've adopted as our own, whether it's subconsciously or, willingly, these patterns, and thinking that this is how programming of our lives should be, when in actuality it's not. But once we recognize the power that we have, once we recognize the gifts, our geniuses, we can then say, okay, attachments, you helped me up to this point, you protected me because I was in fear, but now I am ready to embark on a new journey where no fear resides. And that's pretty much what I want to provide for the collective. Libras, Geminis, Aquarius, Taurus, even Aries energy. And I'm also hearing Sagittarius, as well as Virgo. You all have an opportunity, and even Leo, you all have an opportunity to really be who you are called to be. And really, the beauty of it is you get to explore that. You get to find out what that is. And some of us, we get kind of scared because we're so used to having stability, or a false sense of stability, that we don't want to relinquish control and allow for certain experiences to occur. But once you understand that you're divinely protected, and that you are safe to be who you are and who you are called to be, and that before you leave this earth, you will fulfill your destiny. Once you stand in that, then nothing else can shake you. And once you recognize that energy continuously lives, you know what I mean? That you'll always be provided for. You'll always be taken care of, even in the most uncomfortable situations. And again, this is allowing us an opportunity to build community, to help one another. As you can see with the shifts that are going on as far as these current events, ultimately we are helping each other. It's not really outside help or outside sources that are coming in to rescue us, to save us, because it's not going to be that way. It's going to be up to the collective to say, we need to come together. We need to barter. We need to do an exchange. We need to help each other, and not be, one for themselves. So that's the messages that I wanted to share during this soul food session. And I'm here. I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes if anyone feels guided to ask a question. But I do want to put this out there. I have my Finding My Voice workshop coming up in November. And if energy permits, it will be November 13th and the 14th. It will be a virtual session, 2-day workshop, where you'll be able to tap into your inner genius and be able to finally relinquish control and not be so fearful, and step into your power and recognize your gifts, your passions, and your talents, because a lot of us, we're sitting on them and we're not realizing that some passions are not meant to be monetized. Some passions are just meant for you or to be shared freely. Some things you're really good at and you see as easy, you're sleeping on them and you don't recognize that you can monetize them. Where the monetizing part is important because it's all about self-sufficiency, and also a lot of it is connected to what you're supposed to fulfill in this earth. So no, it's not necessarily about money, but I guarantee you, if schools and businesses close down, you would want to have something to make you secure and have something as a backup plan, or have something to fund and continuously use, because we are living in a system where money is important. Finances are important. And there are a lot of people that are not stable right now. And wouldn't it be great to be able to invest in yourself and pull out those gifts and talents and ideas, those witty inventions out, so that you can secure your future for not only yourself, but for your community and for your children, if you decide to have a family, or generations to come, to have that lifeline, that impact? Wouldn't it be beneficial and beautiful for you to be able to see just how powerful and how beautiful you are, and how you can really strive and persevere and see all of that come together for yourself, and be able to truly appreciate yourself and embody the God and Goddess within you? So this Finding My Voice workshop is about tapping into that, because at one point in my life, I did struggle with that. And some of us, we can also call it an identity crisis to an extent, because you get placed with so many labels and people categorizing and boxing you in so many different things based on their perceptions, based on their limited beliefs and perspectives, that you'll experience glass ceilings just off the strength of that. But now it's coming in time where we are removing those glass ceilings, that they are no longer in our timeline. And it's time for us to do a shift. And I want to bring people aboard and recognize that they can be a part of that shift, and to not be in fear, but to walk in love and in power and have the sound mind. So that workshop, again, is really jam-packed with a lot of spiritual insights, energy healing, because we're definitely going to be clearing out blockages. We're definitely going to be tapping in and reprogramming ourselves with the renewed mind, so that we can really step into our power and be who we are called to be. That is $75. And again, it's a 2-day workshop. I was going to have a session where it was just like, a couple of hours. But when I started digging deep and realizing what I needed to cover, because I was tapping into the people, the audience that would be attracted to this particular workshop, I needed more intensive work. I needed more intention. And I needed to focus on certain topics to ensure that everyone was on board, as opposed to just a whole bunch of teaching. I needed to engage with the collective in, one-on-one sessions, time for us to be able to release and express ourselves, which is why I really wanted to be like an intimate setting, not a lot of people, so then I can do one-on-ones, not only within the session, but you'll be able to book a complimentary one-on-one 30-minute video session with me for guidance on a later date based on scheduling. So that's pretty much it. I'm so happy that you came on board and you came online. Look at that workshop if you feel guided. I have been sending out emails, and there will be, and that's the early bird special. So after a certain period of time, I will be raising up the price. But right now, I feel really comfortable with the $75 value, because again, my one-on-ones, if My one-on-one sessions are $125, whereas this, you're getting that thrown in on top of actually having that 2-day workshop with me. They're not on my website. It's the link in my bio. So if you go in the link in my bio, it has listed workshops. You click on that and you can receive all the information related to that particular workshop. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to DM me and I can provide additional information. Okay. So this is what I thought that I would be able to give you this information and, just give you the guidance that I felt that we needed at this moment. You're very welcome. And I look forward to talking with you all soon. Get grounded, stay hydrated, be well, take care.